Hi, it's Steve here, and I'm one of the bodies behind I'm Working for a Better Australia, and I just thought I'd take a few minutes to do a little video to just share with you my experiences of working on Australia Day, which were not quite what I expected in some ways. First of all, we had the kind of rains and wind and not in our area flooding, but the kind of damage that came with that. And so that kind of changed my experience a little bit, because I was planning on coming into the workplace to do my work, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't really leave the house safely, so I ended up working from home for the day, and that kind of brought with it its own challenges, given there was kind of rain and wind and things to be concerned about around the house, and kids trapped inside with my wife and stuff. So it was quite a different day and kind of difficult in ways. It's certainly not what I expected it to be like in terms of how it ended up. The other thing I thought was interesting just to share was kind of the underwhelming experience of doing it. Having in the weeks before the 26th and 28th of January, set up the Facebook page and set up the conversations and had little discussions back and forth with a few people. That was kind of exciting to kind of talk about this little kind of personal protest action, or whatever you want to call it, that we were going to do. But to actually do it, to kind of sit in the spare room and sit with a computer and do your work with intermittent power internet, it was kind of just underwhelming, and you're kind of doing it going, okay, what's all that about really, so that was kind of interesting as well, that maybe just thinking about sometimes our little personal protests are quiet things that we do. Actually, I was reminded the other day of this line in The Hobbit, and in the Hobbit movie there's this reason I wrote it down just over here, so I might just have to read it. And it's a part of the movie where Galadriel, the Elven Queen, which is kind of Kate Blanchett's character, is talking to Gandalf, the wizard, and she's asking him why he's brought a hobbit along on such a kind of dangerous, daring journey, when hobbits aren't really known for their love of adventure, And she said, why the halfling? Why did you bring the hobbit? I'll just read his response. And he refers to Saruman, the kind of big, more powerful kind of wizard in the story, who later kind of works out to be a bit of a baddie in Lord of the Rings. His response is this, so I'll just read it. So Saruman believes it is only great power that can hold evil in check, but that is not what I have found. I found it is the small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay, small acts of kindness and love. So I just kind of think, well, maybe when it comes down to it, a lot of things that bring about good things and change are just the small, quiet things that we do that kind of change the fabric of the way things are a bit, And maybe over time, working for a Better Australia will just be a little part of a bigger movement, or a bigger voice of people who are maybe interested in Australia Day and the date, and whether that's the right one. But broader than that, just kind of interested in what it means to be Australian, and an inclusive kind of Australia that means that everybody, particularly our Indigenous brothers and sisters, get to benefit from all the great things that this country now is. So this page is certainly still a forum for that, and throughout this year we'll be just regularly kind of posting in different kind of ideas and thoughts, and of a range of different views around not just Australia Day, but other things to do with kind of closing the gap in reconciliation and moving things ahead. So maybe we'll just keep playing a part of that through our small little actions and little discussion points, and change things one small little act at a time. So we're looking forward to just journeying on this year with you, and then maybe next year there'll be a whole lot of us who might be working for a Better Australia Day. So if you worked on Australia Day, maybe you might like to respond to this little video, or maybe you'd like to share your own little reflection on how it was for you. Okay, bye for now. See you later. Thanks for listening.